Hi guys, I'm back with a new video. Hope you're all well and happy new Eurovision year. I'm sure we all know September is known as the start of the season and they call it the new year of Eurovision because every song from September the 1st onwards is officially eligible for Eurovision. So it's known as the new year. So happy new Eurovision year. So I wanted to do a little update video, what we know so far. And there are a few things that we do know. I've got my 2023 t-shirt on, still reliving memories of Liverpool, very special time. And I think the time between May and now has actually gone really quickly. Before you know it, you're moving on to a brand new, fresh start. And as always, I can't wait. So one of the biggest bits of news we've had recently is our first artist announcement from Belgium. It's happening already. And I was thinking actually over the past few days and weeks, I was thinking any day now, I think we're going to get an artist announcement because we usually get at least one before September. It's not that unusual really. I remember Noah Carell was announced in July, which was really early, and Belgium are actually known for confirming their artist very early. They're usually always the first or one of the first countries to give us their artist when they go internal. So I'm not surprised really at all that it's Belgium. I remember Hooverphonic and Jeremy were both announced around about this time, if not earlier, so it's not really much of a shock. But yeah, Belgium will be represented by Muskie, real name Thomas Musking. He's a judge on Drag Race Belgium. He's an actor as well, and it looks like he was an actor before he started making music, so he does a little bit of everything. From Brussels, he's 32, describes his sound as dark pop, which is very typical of Belgium in Eurovision. That's what we're used to from them. I had no idea who he was before, but I did go on Spotify, listen to a few of his songs, and he's got a really good voice, kind of like Duncan Lawrence kind of style. Will it be a dark ballad? Maybe. Who knows? But we'll find out in February, the actual song. But yeah, we know our first artist of the year. And I've heard rumours as well, well, I'm sure we all have, that Cyprus could be announcing their entry any day now, very soon. And apparently it's a woman, if the rumours are true. So Cyprus could be sending another female Bob, maybe? We'll find out very soon. Another major piece of information that we've known for quite a while now is the return of Luxembourg, taking part next year for the first time since 1993. Wow. So this is really exciting. A lot of people really looking forward to their return. And it's interesting because even though they've got such a good track record in the contest when they were taking part, a lot of fans my age and younger, even a little bit older, weren't even born in 1993, so we don't really have a memory of Luxembourg in Eurovision. So it actually feels in a way like it's a new country that we're welcoming, even though it's not. But it's been such a long time, you know, it feels like brand new. So they are having a national final on the 27th of January, so I imagine it's just one final and not semi-finals, which is good, you know. A lot of the time the less the better, a bit like UMK. So yeah, that's really exciting. It's good to have a show in January and not just February where everything happens. So Luxembourg are returning, but what we don't know is the countries that didn't take part this year, like Bulgaria, Montenegro, North Macedonia, we don't know if they're coming back. I remember, I think it's October is when we usually get a full list of confirmed countries. So I'm sure we'll know soon exactly which countries are taking part, but we don't know if those three are coming back. And there's also some talk of, well, there was some concern about Australia if they would come back, because I know their contract was meant to end apparently, but it can always be extended. Voyager got a really good result as well. Hopefully, that encourages them to stay. And it would be strange not to have Australia in the contest when they've been quite a prominent presence for the 8 years that they've been here so far. So yeah, I actually don't know if, I mean, I would think if they weren't coming back, we'd probably know by now. There'd probably be like a huge announcement about it. So maybe we can assume that they are, but there was some talk a few months ago about them possibly not, but they haven't confirmed it yet. We know that the UK won't be using tap music to find their artist this year, which is what they did with Sam Ryder and Mae Muller. But there won't be a national final either, so we are still going internal, but just with a different record company, I guess. Don't know at the moment if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm not sure, but we really do need to not go back to how we were before Sam Ryder, because we had, that brilliant glow up with Sam and then kind of went down again last year. So let's hope that we keep going forward. I've given you my UK wish list. I mean, I'm not really expecting any of that to actually happen, but we can only dream. And it's also been confirmed, which is a good thing, that the semi-finals will continue to stay to be shown on the main BBC channel, BBC One, which is good to hear, because it shows that it wasn't just a one-off because we were hosting in Liverpool. We're still going to show them. So yeah, it shows that we still have a lot of love for the contest in the UK. I won't mention every single country and what we know from them and every single national final, but I will mention Norway Melody Grand Prix because they seem to be doing things a little bit differently. There's a slight change, or a big change actually, this year. So normally they would announce all of the entries competing in the new year, not long before the shows actually start in January. But this year, unless they change their mind again, what I've read is that a little bit like the September rule with Eurovision, that every song released after the first is eligible, they're doing the same thing with Melody Grand Prix. So a Norwegian artist could release a song right now. It could be out there in the world somewhere, and it could go to Melody Grand Prix. So that seems to be the slight difference that they have. They're not actually revealing them closer to the time, but they're allowing the artist to release them at any point now, so people can it keeps people guessing in a way. It keeps the fans guessing, oh, that song has come out. Could that be for Melody Grand Prix? Benidorm Fest for Spain is back for the third year in a row, and the final is on the 3rd of February. And it looks like the contestants taking part will be revealed in November, apparently. Looking forward to that. I actually saw on Twitter, Megara tweeted that they've submitted a song again this year. So I hope they have, because this was one of my favourites. I don't think they even made it to the final in the end, did they? Which is unexpected, but it would be good to have them back again. Israel are not going internal, they are having a national final this year, but it's not the X Factor which they have used before. It's something else, I can't remember the name. I'm not sure when it is either, but they are having a national selection. And most of the other national finals seem to be pretty much the same. We always know that Denmark, Portugal, Iceland always happens in March. San Remo is in February. So yeah, there's not that much change with a lot of them. I think that's most of what I wanted to talk about in terms of what we know so far. Like I said, I wouldn't talk about every single country, but I've picked up on the main points, I think. But we've also got Junior Eurovision happening in November in Nice. I will be watching again. I think they're showing it on the BBC again as well, which is great to hear. I have been following the Netherlands and their selection for the contest. They've released about 4 or 5 songs. I think they have like a televised national final soon, I think. Well, yeah, it should be soon because November is not that far away. So I have been catching up with the Netherlands. I probably will do 1 or 2 reaction videos to the UK, definitely, because we are taking part again, and maybe a few others. And last year I watched it live and I filmed my reaction to the voting, so I'd like to do that again if I can. So I think I'll leave it there. Not too long, I hope. I think I've kept it shorter than I could have done because sometimes I do talk for quite a while. So I may do another update video in January, maybe, but for now it's Junior Eurovision that we look forward to, something to look forward to before everything kicks off again. But yeah, as always, I always look forward to a brand new year because you never know what's going to happen. Discovering new music from new artists, trying to predict who's going to do well, what your favourite will be. It's always a really exciting time, because you don't know what's going to happen and it's a fresh new start. I can't wait. So thank you for watching. As always, let me know what countries you're looking forward to or what national finals you're looking forward to. Looking forward to starting this whole 2024 journey together. Can't wait. Thank you for watching. I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye.